Hello, my fellow mood readers. As you can see, I have the little tree up. I'm going to be decorating it. Let's see if I could get a different position here. I'll put down. So I'll be decorating this little tree today, and then, and I was thinking of picking out the rest of my kind of winter hopefuls. There's some books that I really want to read, and now is the perfect time for them. So after we decorate a little bit, we'll sit down and we'll go over some of those hopefuls, and we'll go from there. No tree is complete without the one ring. This thing is huge. So we brought up a couple from downstairs that we weren't using, but of course the one ring had to go up here, and the Pokeball was on this one last time, so nothing more. I think it looks so cute, and that was from when I went to visit Allie. It's so pretty. I love that ornament. All right, so now we get to pick out some winter reads. All right, so I did pick out some reads. I had some already in mind because I do have a vlog that's ongoing right now. So we'll get those out of the way first because you know I'm reading them. The Wolf and the Whale. I will be continuing to read my Norse book. So I am going to continue reading The Wolf and the Whale. And then as long as I'm still feeling like that, I will continue with Wolf's Angel, which is the first in that trilogy. This one here. As I'm not aiming for the whole trilogy. At most I would want to read at least the first one, see how it goes. I want to try to finish it. If it's another DNF, then I'll just unhaul the whole thing. But I do want to give this another try since it was a soft DNF. I think I was in a reading slump the last time I read this, which doesn't really bode well, but hopefully it's fine, and I'm kind of out of one now, so it's okay. But we'll see how this goes, and at the very least the first one I do want to give it another try and see if I like it. I already had a few in mind that I have on the Kobo, and the first one is the Winter Spirits. I want to read this one. It's a short story collection, and there are several authors on here that I'm really excited to read. It has Catriona Ward, which I've never read any of Catriona Ward's books. I have some, and I intended to read them, but I haven't yet. Laura Purcell is on here, and I'm really excited for that one. I noticed that I believe Laura Purcell's is the last book in here, and if this goes the way of the other short story collection that I have that is Christmas or holiday horror, Hark the Herald the Angels Scream, the very last book in that, or the very last story in that one was my favorite. So, and that actually happened to be, excuse me a moment, let me grab that. So if that one goes the way of this one, Hark the Herald Angels Scream, the last story in this was by Sarah Pinborough, and it was my favorite in this entire short story collection. This is a good time if you want Christmas horror. Go for it. It's a good time. You've got Sarah Pinborough, Shauna McGuire, Jonathan Mayberry, Josh Mallerman, Joe Lansdale. There's a bunch of authors in here. So give this one a go if you want some Christmas horror. It was fun. I had fun with it. But for this one, I saw Stuart Turton's name, Catriona Ward, Laura Purcell. I do have some Natasha Pulley books, so I'm excited to finally read Natasha Pulley as well. So we'll see how this goes. Ghostly Tales for Frosty Nights. So we've got Frosty Nights. I want Ghostly Tales, I guess. I'm excited though. Let me know if you've read this. I can't wait to read it. And then another one I actually have on the Kobo as well is The Bear and the Nightingale. I listened to the audiobook a while back and I thought it was really good, but I kind of want to read it physically. So I was thinking of going through the trilogy this time and finishing the whole trilogy, because I've only read the first book so far and I don't remember much, and I think I should reread that and then continue on the trilogy. So I'm very excited because my friend Allie, she really enjoyed that series and I'm so excited to read it, and it seems like the perfect time is winter, but so excited for that. I've also recently kind of been in the mood for some space horror. So I'm going to throw these out there. Maybe I'll get to one of them. Maybe I won't, but we'll see. I got 2 S.A. Barnes that I haven't read yet. I've got Ghost Station and I've got Cold Eternity. So perhaps one of these. I don't know. It's just, I've been thinking about them for a while and I've been thinking about some space horror. So I may go for one of these. Kind of excited though. I did enjoy Dead Silence. There was like a tone shift that kind of didn't land perfectly for me. Otherwise, I would have been a 5-star. I think I gave it 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to see what S.A. Barnes does with those. And this next one is a beautiful book. I kind of just, I'll admit, I kind of cover bought it. I love reading books from different places, especially fantasy and kind of going into their folk tales and everything. So I did pick up North is the Night by Emily Raff, and this is supposed to take place in the depths of the Finnish wilderness. So we'll see how this goes. I do love seeing like all of the different kinds of places. I want to give this a try. So it looks very beautiful. So we'll see how it goes. These next 2, I think I also talked about, as they've been on my TBR for a long time, and sometimes winter and thrillers kind of go together. So I believe these are in a series. These are thrillers by Alice Henderson. They always have to do with wilderness and survival. I kind of love the idea of that kind of a thriller. Surviving in the wilderness is hard enough without something like, going wrong. So April read these, and so we have a bunch of them now, but we bought A Solitude of Wolverines when it first came out, and she read it a little bit ago. She really enjoyed these. I'm kind of excited. I love the wildlife aspect as well, so it'll be a bit different, and they all tie together because they're all have the same character. So I'm going to start with the first one and then kind of go to the second one. And then there's like one with Caribou, and there's like like 4 or 5 now. And she's enjoyed all of them that she's read so far. So I kind of want to check these off my list and see if I enjoy them as well. And I'm hoping that one of these days I'll feel like picking these up. So I have months. I have this month. I have January, February. And in March I could, because the cold weather just keeps going and persisting, unfortunately. So I've only got a couple more here. I didn't want to like kill myself with a huge TBR, although it kind of looks like I already did that anyway, but we'll figure it out. I just wanted to give options that I might pick up. I've been wanting to read these forever, especially this one. I couldn't find it, and then I did find it in a bookstore finally. and that's The Forest of Wool and Steel. This sounded so good. I saw this on someone's channel and I can't remember whose it was. It sounds so good. So this is set in small town Japan, and it's kind of about Tomura, who loves the sound of a piano being tuned in his school, and then he ends up under the tutelage of 3 master piano tuners, and he wants to find out if he has what it takes. It's so small. I've had it on my TBR forever because I saw it on Goodreads, and then I finally found a copy and I didn't read it yet. So I adore this cover too. It's beautiful. It's got the keys back on here, and they're kind of it's slightly like inverted because the black pieces here are debossed, so it's really neat. I like it. So this is just lovely and beautiful, and it's small, so if I feel like a little overwhelmed with some, there's no huge books on this TBR, but if I feel a little overwhelmed and like I want something short, I could pick this up. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is The Fox Wife by Yangtze Chu. So I picked this one up at one of our sort of local indie bookstores. It's about an hour away, and before the one opened closer to us, we would go to that indie bookstore when we were in the area. So I ended up picking this one up. I do have a few other Yangtze Chu books, like The Night Tiger and I think The Ghost Bride. I haven't read those yet either. So maybe this might be my chance here, but this cover is so lovely. All of the books sound amazing. I love the thought of myth and mystery tangled together. So this is right up my alley. So it takes place here, it looks like, in Manchuria in 1908. So we're going back in time for this. It just is the perfect time, and I really want to read it. This poor thing has been sitting on my shelf forever. That's why I want to take care of some of these. I'm definitely excited to get to some of these, give these a go. And I got my Kobo. There's a few books on there. So I may or may not read something entirely different, or I may actually kind of go with this, because I'm kind of picking for any mood that I might be in. So here's hoping that some of these actually pan out. So I am really enjoying the Norse mythology, and right now those are really kind of it. I have a few more books, and then I'll probably have that vlog up soon, and then I kind of want to go into some of these other ones. So we'll see what we have, and what I feel like going to next. And like I said, pick up some of those short story books. There are actually more of these. There's The Haunting Season, and then I believe there is another one. So if I like this one, I'm definitely gonna probably pick those up. They just sound perfect right now, so I'm kind of excited to pick it up. Do you have any reading plans for the winter time, or do you actually read also kind of with the season? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It like I said, it's all in the mood reading. Let me know what you're planning to read. If you think I should add anything to my TBR, or maybe not. Maybe don't do that. I've already got so many. There's so many that I'm so excited for, and it's so hard to choose. But that's why I wanted a little bit of everything, just to see where my mood takes me. But that is all for today. Thank you for joining me in decorating the Christmas tree. I'm so excited. The ambiance in here is great, especially when that light is turned off. But I'll actually give you a swing around now. How about that? So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sticking around. And I will see you guys in the next one. So very festive.